I am Red Cyclone! Aria!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better by Square podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
Yep. I am back. I am here, and Power Rangers are still trying to take my money.
So, what company is it this? Is it Hasbro this week?
Hasbro, May 14th, they have a Power Ranger Day. So basically, they're going to announce new Power Ranger figures that day, usually.
Other than them trying to sell you something, is that a significant day in the series?
No.
That's messed up. Why
They're
they
just
do
like, you know what? We haven't said any. We hadn't got your money within the last 2 months, so I feel like we need your money now.
that? Man, don't they have a subscription service? Can't you just subscribe to every time a new Lightning Collection set comes out? They just go, hey, Merc,
They
we
do.
got you.
They do. All the time. They do. All the time.
Is it good? Okay, so do they have any plans that can actually save you some money?
Well, I bought the Hasbro Pulse subscription, so it's like
Okay.
$50, and all your stuff get free. You get free shipping, you get free dibs on things. You get
Has
first dibs on
anything-
things and shipping.
Okay, so since you're a subscriber to their service,
Yeah.
has it proven its benefit yet or no?
Yeah, because if I would have, so far I got like 4 packages, and I just got one of the sets in this last week. It saved me. I pretty much already paid off the subscription with the money I saved on shipping.
Good. Okay.
And then also like the Lord Draken collector's edition one, the glass box. I would have been able to get that because I have first dibs on it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So do you also have first dibs on those big figures as well?
Yeah, they give you a chance for a fit first.
Have they made one that you want yet?
I want, but I don't want to spend the money. I think the main ones, like the Power Ranger Lightning Collection, I think that's the one I'm mainly staying on. Because I'm pretty much on point with everything, and if not, I have it pre-ordered already, so I'm not missing anything. The only things I'm missing are the ones that are pre-ordered, and when they ship, they ship. But I have everything. I have all the collectors. I have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I have the Lord Draken collector's edition. I have all the Walgreens exclusives. I have all the Target exclusives. I have all that. The monsters. I have everything. I have the Psycho Rangers, the Omega Ranger. I have everything.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm on point with that, and I'm gonna stick with that. Like I'm pretty far into it, so I'm just like, you know what, that's gonna be my main one. The NECA and Turtles, they're starting to kill me because with everything they come out with. But I might start eliminating certain characters because if I'm not interested in the character in the cartoon, I might not just get it. Because I've been watching the new series because we're doing the next Show Shock on season 4, part 2, and it's not good.
Is it worse than the first part?
Yeah, it didn't get better. I was hoping to get better. It didn't get better.
So, okay. So season 4 is past what I remember for the original series. I know I've seen things.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you ask me what did I watch in season 4, I couldn't tell you. What for you? What would it be like if somebody like who watched Turtles as a kid needed to remember what happened in season 4? Like, what was season 4?
There was no broad story of season 4 at all. Like, there was not a storyline for it, like to fully go through it. No, it had just a lot of like one-off episodes, and it was like all one-off episodes. I would say the one that's the most memorable to me is the fact that when they first aired on Channel 2, they started off with this episode called The Big Cufflink Keeper.
Okay, what's that?
And it was these cufflinks that exploded, and they were like all the gangsters, and even Shredder was looking for these cufflinks. That was the first one that aired on CBS. So I remember that one like very, very vividly because I remember seeing that one when they first debuted. I remember seeing the foot soldiers are revolting, which is the big brain foot soldier when I think he got electrocuted or some shit and made him a lot smarter. So he was taking over all the foot soldiers and taking over, trying to destroy Shredder and the Turtles. That was one, but other than that, there was nothing really like special about the season. There was nothing really that really caught my eye in the season. I did not like a lot of the characters in the season. Some of the figures that came out are from this season, like the Burning into the Rat King, the Slash figure, and Leatherhead. Those are all from the season that came out. That I was not really crazy about. Again, from season 1 to 3, they actually had a consistent story, and then in this one, there's just like a bunch of one-off stuff. So
it turned into a sitcom.
Pretty much.
That's basically what it
pretty
did.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Because
right.
in the first 3, they all had like a straight story, but they all kind of had one-offs, but they all continued that story.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the second season, Shredder was looking for this diamond. Throughout that whole series of those cartoons, he was still looking for those pieces of diamond.
Okay.
So it had one consistent story. Yeah. So, yeah, it was hard. It's been hard to get through. I'm almost done with it. After that, I gotta start Mandalorian for the Not a Trekkie, and then Dick Tracy for next week, our podcast, which we haven't said, but we're reviewing this week, which is Darkman.
You said Dick Tracy?
Yeah.
Is there an animated series for Dick Tracy?
Old one.
That's it?
Like very old. Like very old. Yeah.
Damn, nobody made a modern Dick Tracy cartoon.
No, they did not.
Wasted potential. Could have did that.
They had action figures though made by Playmates, so I was surprised they never got a cartoon.
I remember when the movie came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got Yakuza news.
I see a bunch of stuff because the team RGG, had like their little. This is becoming a common thing in the pandemic era.
Yeah.
As we call it, where specifically the Japanese company game developers have been putting out a big press conference of just them giving you everything.
Yeah.
For as far as their upcoming like projects and whatnot. So we know now, thanks to this presentation, like you said, the Yakuza series will remain turn-based.
You know what? As much again, if you go back to our old Get Spread Ass Red before Get Like a Dragon came out, I was very, very skeptical with the gameplay. I was very, 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 very skeptical. After playing it, I got so good with it, and I fell in love with Like a Dragon so much. Like this is up there with Zero with me. Those two are my favorite Yakuza games so far. And I'm happy with it. I'm fine with the RPG as long as they get more creative with it, like with the pound mates and things like that. I'm all for that.
Yes, definitely. I haven't played it yet. I have to make sure to do that. I know it's on sale now.
Yes.
So I definitely should get it on PC at some point.
And they have all the 4K shit now on it too because the PS5 version came out.
Ah, okay. So it'll be nice and glossy when I look at it. Good.
Also, Judgment just announced their sequel, which is called Lost Judgment. I was really high on Judgment. I really liked the game. I what it the day it came out. I played it. I really enjoyed it. It plays like the old school. It plays more like Kiwami 2 than any other game. Because I think Kiwami 2 had the most updated version of the Dragon engine.
Yeah. Yes, it did.
So it played a lot like that, and it was really fun. It had like LA Noire kind of vibes with it, like the detective work. You're doing a lot of chasing after people and looking for clues and things like that. I really dug the game. I really enjoyed it. They just did a PS5 version as well, which is $40 right now. came out last week. I was trying to win it all fucking week, the last 2 weeks. If you saw me retagging their fucking thing, I lost every single time. It pissed me off. But the funny thing is, I had a friend, my friend also tried it, and I see his loss every single week too. So I was not the only one that lost.
Yeah, I know. I did it like 2 or 3 times, and I didn't get it. So yeah.
Pretty much it was a credit. It was a credit for Amazon to you to get the game.
So it would have been cool.
Yeah.
But like with that said and done, that means that there are right now the second, I guess, spin-off is continuing.
Yep.
So it's getting its sequel, and that means also more than likely this is going to be the continuing adventures of Ichiban.
Yep.
Because like they established, the RPG is his way of navigating through the world. So it makes 100% sense to keep it that way.
Yeah, and 100% because he was because he himself is like a huge Dragon Quest person too, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so that's how they're gonna keep that going. I'm glad they're keeping the series going. Like you never want bad news and be like, hey guys, sorry, we're not doing no more. Yeah. So this is good news.
I will say this before with Yakuza, like if anything, I blame you for all my Yakuza gameplay. With everything I've been through, I went through every single game within the last 3 years, and I enjoyed every bit of it. But Like a Dragon was something unique, something different. I love that game.
Okay, that's cool. So that's got the high-end endorsement right there. So
yes. And Scott Steiner don't like Yakuza because he can't get the tattoos right.
Well, you know what? If he stopped going to that guy that's always drunk, maybe he could get him right.
Maybe.
And stop just paying him $20 and saying I'm Scott Steiner. That's not how you get things done.
I'm the big bad booty daddy. You don't know who you're talking to?
What do you mean full price? You gotta give me the discount. Like, yeah, I would have given you the discount when you still had freaks. But you ain't got no freaks, old man. Get out of here.
You got pasta.
He's got pasta and meatballs. That's it. He's just like the chef, but the chef is the typical greasy spoon with the dirty ass apron, with balding head. He's got no what do you call that, the hair net? Yeah. And he's smoking a cigarette in the back.
Yep.
He's like
putting the ashes inside your sauce.
He's like, damn. I wasn't even gonna go there. He's gonna put it straight on the plate. But what? He's hiding in the sauce. All right,
yep, he's hiding in the sauce. But yeah, I'm excited to see the future of what Yakuza is gonna do. Again, I really love Like a Dragon. I like Judgment. I'm looking forward to the second one. I'm looking forward to probably replaying it. I'll probably get the PS5 version just to support and play it. Because the sad thing is, if you have the PS4 version, you don't get the PS5 one for free.
Shame on them.
Well, it's $40, so I'm like, whatever. I probably won't play it just yet though, because Mass Effect is next Friday. I got confirmation that they're sending it.
No, it's not next Friday. I think it's the 14th.
This Friday.
It's the 14th.
This Friday.
Yeah, it's the end of this week.
Yeah, I just got the Amazon confirmation for it.
So what you get? You said just the steel box, or did you get the helmet?
I didn't get the helmet. I just got the steel box.
Okay.
I had to change my pre-order for it.
Unfortunately, there will be no steelbook to go with my digital purchase.
Yeah.
So I'm again. What I said about Best Buy. I wonder if they will get them in though.
Yeah.
They do happen to get the steel boxes with no games.
Yeah.
So you can just buy it, just have it sitting there.
We'll see.
I mean, it's really nice looking. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm excited. You'll see. I'll probably start those. I'll probably actually stream those. I haven't streamed in a while, so I'll probably stream Mass Effect 1.
Good stuff.
And see what we do.
It'll be like a completely new game.
Yeah, I'm actually interested in seeing the updates they did and the things they changed for the better, and see where it goes.
Oh, they have the breakdowns. Okay.
Yeah. I refuse to read and watch anything on it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be straight up surprised. by everything.
No, what they have the breakdowns on is the performance by system.
Cool.
So they have like PS4 is 60 frames, 1080. If you put it on quality mode, it's 30 frames, 1080.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? I would not play that.
Yeah.
I don't do it. You need 60.
Yeah.
Because this is a new experience. I'm just saying, it's gonna be crazy. So PS5 is 60, 1440 for performance mode, and then 60 and 4K in quality. So you get that 60.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah. Xbox,
PC is not on this list. Xbox is the same. Xbox is literally the same thing.
Yeah.
Except they get 120. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they get 120, and I'm like, I'm not getting an Xbox anytime soon. So
I wonder what the benchmark for PC to get 120 is, because I know you can do whatever you want, right? Yeah. But I wonder, can I do 120? Probably. How fast can my Shepherd spin? That's what I want to know.
That's what you're gonna see. That's gonna be interesting. I wonder. For it, though.
There's a bunch of funny things I want to test out, like how does the game handle bullets in the environment?
Yeah.
Like how many holes? Because it would leave an effect on some guns on the walls and stuff. And I just wonder, like, you ever used to do this in games where you shoot the wall and see how many effects or how many bullets?
Because I remember
until it starts disappearing.
What was it? The game Black.
Well, yeah, that was made
for that. Yeah.
For that.
Yeah, I remember writing my name on the wall.
But like there was other games where we would just shoot the floor until the bullets disappeared. So like I would shoot from the left to the right and see how many shots I can get until the bullets on the left start disappearing.
Yeah.
And I wonder if things, because I haven't been doing that in any games recently, because there's never been a reason to think about it casually. It's just that was just like a young game player's just being a dumbass, like, I'm just gonna shoot the wall, look at it.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that's the thing that doesn't exist anymore.
I don't know. I know the last Battlefield you were able to do a lot of that shit.
And like I wonder about shell casings in certain games. Some games had shell casings.
Okay.
Some doesn't. Some didn't.
I never I will honestly say I've never realized it whatsoever.
You never like that's one thing I stopped thinking about as the technology has been getting like further and further ahead.
Yeah.
All anybody cares about is can your character's mouth move. That's about it.
Yeah. And other things.
Scott Stein doesn't care about any of that.
Nah, he don't care nothing about that. He's still playing Counter-Strike.
Yeah, they went back.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I'm interested to see how Mass Effect plays. I'm excited for that. I'll probably start one. I'll probably finish one. I won't start two until Ratchet and Clank. I finish Ratchet and Clank, the new one.
How soon in between is Ratchet? The same day?
June.
Oh, so you got time.
Yeah.
Mass Effect 1 is
But I'm very I need to do everything. So I will be on Mass Effect 1 for a little while.
If you're gonna platinum it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to platinum it. So I'm very into like that. So 1 I'll do all in one shot, and then I'll do 2 all in one shot.
Well, are you gonna? That was the other news that came out. It was a small article from Game Informer that said that they left in the ability to switch between the old Mako and the new Mako handling. So are you one of those people who like the old Mako handling?
I don't remember it enough to say if I did or didn't.
I remember once I got used to it, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I think once I got the hang of it, I got used to it, and I was able to fly with it.
Also, I stopped doing things they clearly did not intend for you to do. You could take it everywhere, but you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say. So yes, you can go off the cliff, but how hard of a time do you want getting back right up?
Yeah.
Do you really want to go over that mountain, or do you just want to go to the objective? Don't. I think they should have said, caution.
Yeah.
Don't go everywhere. Don't go everywhere. Yeah. But I wonder now that they're gonna change it up. Like, will it just not be a mess?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Because in was it 2 that had put the mini game with the flying ship in it? It was 2, right?
2, yeah.
See, so like they just abandoned it in there was no Mako, and then
I thought it was 3.
Was it 2 or 3?
It was
3
3.
was the one that put
it was
the
3 with the flying
game?
thing. Yeah, because 2 didn't have it. 2, you surveyed the planets and shit, and you had the little spaceship mini game.
Yeah, so it was a 3 DLC that had some of that DLC. You could fly this plane, this hover jet or something like that.
Yeah.
So they just went away from the Mako. So anyway,
so
we'll see.
I'm looking forward to it. Mass Effect's next, and then Ratchet and Clank. All right. Want to get into this movie?
You know what? Why not?
Yeah.
So, what's the next movie? It is not, unfortunately. It wasn't terrible. Actually, one of my favorite Sam Raimi movies. And it is Darkman. And this is 1990.
Yep.
I want to make sure I bring up the IMDb. I liked it when I just looked that up. If you scroll down, you see DMX.
Yeah.
Because his name is Darkman X.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people actually remember that.
Yeah.
Because for the longest time, I thought his name was Dogman X. Because he growls like a dog, or he growled like a dog,
his
and he had dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Anyway.
Half the songs had, like, where's my dogs at?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
So this is rated R, an hour and 36 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
Classified as action, sci-fi, and thriller. And it debuted in America August 24th, 1990.
Yep.
And it's actually rated pretty highly for what I would think at a 6.4 here. You know, the interesting thing about this movie really is that a lot of people remember it fondly.
Yeah.
I don't remember it getting any type of praise or accolades when it came out.
Yeah.
I know I was a kid. It was 1990.
Yeah.
I do remember the television ads, though, for when it came on TV. So I do not remember when this movie came out in the movies.
Okay.
So you said you had experience.
Yeah, I went to see it. My mom took me to see it in the theaters. My mom used to take me to see all the rated R action movies. Like, she didn't care.
Okay.
She wanted to see them, so she took me with her.
Okay.
So she had no remorse of the rated R. She was like, you know it's fake. You know it's a movie. And keep it like that. So I remember seeing this in theaters. I actually remembered the whole movie and stuff like that. I remember me thinking he looked like Freddy Krueger at times.
It makes a lot of sense. Yes.
But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. Like, watching it again, like, I haven't watched this movie. You know what's funny is the fact that I rented it on YouTube and my mom lined up watching it again. So when I called her for wish her Happy Mother's Day, which is Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies the mamas that listen to this podcast. Hopefully y'all listen and you enjoy it. But yes, Happy Mother's Day. So I called my mom to wish her Happy Mother's Day. And she's like, "Oh, you know what I watched? I watched Darkman." And I was like, "Oh, I forgot. I rented it. You could see it because she used my YouTube TV, so it pops up that I rented it, because I couldn't find it regular streaming. So it was $3. I didn't care. So she watched it too, and I was like, it's a weird movie, isn't it?" She's like, "Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it though." She enjoyed it, so it was a good movie. It's a highlight because we had some doo-doo movies the last couple of weeks, so this one was a breath of fresh air. It was actually fun. It was a good movie.
So on the technical end, this is written and directed by Sam Raimi.
Yep.
One of the writers is Chuck, I think it's Farah, for the screenplay.
Yeah.
It stars, let's get him right, Liam Neeson.
Yep.
As Darkman, Peyton or Professor Peyton Westlake, Frances McDormand, as Julie Hastings. That's his to-be fiance when the tragedy takes place.
Yeah.
It's messed up. He has one of the worst days ever, like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Colin Friels as Louis Stack Jr. Larry Drake as Robert G. Durant.
Yep.
The main villain. And that's about it. You have Ted Raimi is in here as one of the main henchmen.
Yeah.
To Durant. Like he has a surprisingly long role in the movie. He's
Yeah.
like he's the first Darkman kill.
Yes.
But he's also like the main guy who kills Darkman or kills the professor, actually. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
As far as people that are kind of high profile.
Yeah.
And I can see it because you brought it to my attention, Mark, that this was post him not being the person to direct Batman.
Yeah.
As in he was going to, and then they went with somebody else, obviously, right?
Yes.
So I can 110, maybe 25% see that this is like, oh, I can see the Batman in this.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
Like, on one end, it's the tragedy befalls him, not his parents.
Yeah.
And so he's all disfigured and he's not left with the thing that would turn Bruce Wayne into Batman. But essentially, he's the loner, supreme, like impressively intelligent.
Yeah.
And then he has a tragedy happen, but it's kind of like a mix between Batman and Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Because he retreats into the shadows. He looks like the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
And then he has what essentially is the Batcave, his own dilapidated factory that he turns into his laboratory.
Where he get the funds for that?
Damn, Scott Steiner, he's pissed off. he called me.
Where did he get the funds to rebuild that?
They show you. Everything he does in this movie, they show you.
That whole computer system looked very, very, very expensive.
So whatever it was he was doing, he was obviously a high-profile scientist. Like they pretty much let you know that. So again, like you were saying, like he had alien technology, but I was also bringing up like, nah, that's kind of par for the course. Especially for some reason, the face thing was a big deal in the early 90s. Because remember, we brought up Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
One of the big things that Dick Tracy movie ended up being that character played by Madonna. Yeah. So I understand what you mean, how all that big technology looked crazy. But remember, it's the 90s. Computers weren't that small. So they were just big old computers, probably.
No, but where the actual mask gets made, like that shit is like alien technology. That was not like it wasn't like a case, like a copy machine or anything like that. It was just like it was a little black disc that it like phased right through. You
mean a hologram?
Yeah.
So the hologram is one of those things that I go, that's fine that he had future tech.
Yeah.
But it's just like it makes sense in the story of what
100%.
he's doing because he's developing something that's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
So to that end, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But they kind of established that like it's not like he just has it and doesn't know what to do with it.
No,
it's
that
like
was his profession.
It's like obviously he's above and beyond any normal person who's a scientist, because what he's doing is ridiculous, and the technology that he has to use is ridiculous.
He's trying to make like extra skin tissue or things like that actual help people recreate skin tissue or recreate limbs that they lost and shit like that.
Yeah, so they show him in the process of working on trying to perfect it, because the one thing that is a through line through the movie is a big plot point. It has not been perfected, and after a certain amount of sun exposure, exposure to the light, basically, it will disintegrate. It will
revert 90
to like
minutes,
this goop.
right? It was like
99, like it was 100. 100 was like the max, but it was like 99.99. And it would just revert back. Yes. So that's like the theme of this movie, is that he has 100 minutes of direct sunlight to look like anyone. And the way they pull it off is convincing. It just really is. Because like obviously they didn't have the technology for CG to put two of the same people. So they do some good things where they have the guy and the look-alike, and they use their versions of like film magic back in the day, because this is 1990.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. This is 90.
Yeah. You know what's funny is like it wasn't even like he got attacked because of his lady. It wasn't even like
this is true.
Like he didn't do anything. Like he was just an innocent bystander in this whole thing. So like when they attacked him and everything like that, that's the first time he ever seen the villains or anything like that. They just came in and blew his shit up. But it was because I think she was a lawyer and she had a case that was going against Durant.
Yeah,
funding money and things like that.
It's kind of an interesting swerve.
Yeah,
when you pay attention to it, because her boss is the actual villain of the movie.
Yeah,
because he's the bankroll.
Yeah.
Like it unravels that type of like plot point throughout the movie.
Yeah,
but the way it does it is actually pretty good. Because at first you find that out. And then you find her talking to her boss about it.
Yeah.
And then he's telling her about the plan in a not so super villain-esque way. And then she has all villains have the diagram of the city they're building.
Yep.
It's just a thing. Whether they're building a city on Earth or in space, they all seem to have that nice made-up model of the thing they're building. It's even in Final Fantasy VII. Come on, like everything has it.
Yeah.
But so the plot point there is her boss is like secretly using this highly sought after criminal to do his dirty work. Scott Steiner is pissed off. He ain't having it.
Nah, he's not a fan of Darkman. There was no freaks.
The only freak was Darkman. He's like, he's too ugly.
He got the freak that I want.
Nah, no thank you. But so there's the Darkman's a scientist. Darkman's girlfriend is the lawyer.
Yeah.
Darkman's lawyer. Her boss is the bankroll behind Durant. And Durant is the main villain for Darkman because he's the guy who is carrying out the hit.
Yes.
To kill him.
Yeah.
Or basically to torture him until he gives him the information he gets.
Yeah.
But they don't really care. They just kill him anyway because they find it upstairs after he's already. Like,
I like how they introduced Durant because they kind of introduced him as like very salon, and then all of a sudden he takes out his cigar cutter and then he fucking takes out the guy's fingers with that shit. That shit was fucking crazy. Yeah,
the intro, actually like the intro scene to the movie, the intro to Durant.
So Durant's character, I actually liked him a lot in this movie, like because he was just the fucking guy you wanted to hate. I remember him playing Dr. Giggles. I think it was a horror movie that was about a dentist.
Yeah, he does look familiar. Yes.
Yeah, so I remember him from that. I think it was later than this, but that was something I just remembered because I remember his face and shit like that, and I just remember him being that Dr. Giggles or something like that.
He's also on Karate Kid. I don't know.
He was.
Yes, he's also on Karate Kid. Yes.
Okay, I don't remember him in Karate Kid.
Me neither.
What was he in Karate Kid? Oh. Anyway, so I did like the introduction of him. You saw the kind of villain he was.
That's true.
And then we can cut the fucking fingers though. Like,
But you know what else I'm realizing about a lot of the things in this movie?
Yeah.
Is when you circle it back around to Batman.
Yeah.
He is almost one for one a villain that could have been the main villain in a Batman movie at that time.
Yeah.
Like this very,
Falcone
very sadistic gangster. Yes, yeah. Like he has a personality. Like throughout this movie, Durant is not dry. Nothing like this movie is one of those things that you could say is anything but dry. Like it's either you got Liam Neeson battling the insanity because another thing I didn't remember as a kid because you're just watching the screen and not really paying attention.
Yeah.
They explain why he's crazy.
Yeah.
They tell you the surgery that they used to save him from feeling pain every single second. Because the doctor says, oh yes, he would be. The way she casually and comically describes what's going on is fucked up.
Yeah.
But she's having like a little seminar, I guess, telling her students, the younger doctors, about him. because after they blow him up and he flies out, and the girlfriend they think he's dead.
Yeah.
They make sure to have the groundskeeper have a little conversation where you hear, "Hey, I didn't see you shoveling that much."
Yeah.
He goes, "Hey, they didn't find nothing but a ear.
Yeah.
You got blown up. Not much work to do." I was just like, they didn't have to put that little touch in there, but that's like a Sam Raimi thing. It's like everybody. It's kind of one of the reasons I think his movies resonate with a lot of people, because it just has a lot of characters and a lot of character.
Yeah.
Like things, it really just feels like almost a slice of life. This is like, you feel like this is a real world, basically. It's not stiff. It's not like some super dramatic movie world.
Yeah.
Even though super dramatic movie world stuff happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
then you see him in a coma ward, like no one knows that he exists and stuff like that. He's all wrapped up in bandages the whole time, and then when he wakes up, he finally he breaks out, flies through a window of all things.
Yeah. But again, that was after the lady explained what happened to him, why he's like that, why he's super strong.
Yeah.
Or that he would be stronger than a normal person.
Yeah.
And they just thought he was going to be like that forever. But no.
No, he woke up. He was angry.
He was hella angry. And
he was angry and wet.
He puts on a wet coat. And I'm just like, you, what? But then again, it was movie rain.
Yeah.
Because if it rained like that for real, LA would be underwater.
Yeah.
Or whatever city they are. I think they're on the West Coast. But they would be underwater. Like, that torrential rain? Nah. So, and he gets his memory back. Like, he didn't really lose it.
Yeah.
But he obviously lost his identity because he's, number one, he's dead. Number two, he's horribly disfigured.
Yeah.
And three, now that he's not dead, he has the urge to try to get back to some way, shape, or form, back to his fiance, because again, we said he's having the worst day ever was that same day that he got blown up later at night. He had proposed to his girlfriend that day.
Yeah.
And it seemed like she was considering it. So,
and had a breakthrough.
Yeah, and had a breakthrough on the thing that the absence of light was what kept it to the skin together.
Yeah.
Hence Darkman.
He said it.
He has to operate in the dark.
Yeah.
Funny enough, though, he doesn't.
No, everything was daylight.
Every time he's out, he's in the day. He's in the daytime, so he has the 100-minute time limit.
Yeah.
So like, instead of just going through the entire movie, I would just say I applaud the movie for having clever uses of that 100-minute time limit. Yeah. In the types of crazy situations he had to be in.
No,
he
I
had
loved
to
it.
infiltrate a high-level gang.
Yeah.
He is not a gangster. He's not a superhero. He's just a crazy doctor.
Yeah.
So he's a crazy scientist. Literally, he's a mad scientist.
And it made him crazier too. Like, he was like fucking having like different thoughts in his head, fucking yelling at him and shit like that. So kind of showed you that his mind wasn't all right there as well. Mm-hmm. But I did like a lot of the crazy death scene, the crazy scenes that he had, like when he cloned himself as the pickup guy. He picked up the suitcase and shit like that, and then he saw him like close by. Like, oh shit!
And then the way he ends up getting him killed.
Yeah.
And then the woman on the street sees that there's two of them, and she starts freaking out. And I'm just like, damn.
When he did the rant, I thought that was a great fucking thing. Especially when the guy caught him saying that he doesn't have kids. That was later on in the movie.
You talking about when he's navigating the drug, the deal to get the money?
Yeah,
and then the guy,
it was later.
He's impersonating Durant, and then he's like, he starts smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
And he's saying, I want the money by the time I finish the cigar.
Yeah.
Then he chops the cigar like into a third.
Yeah.
And then as he's smoking it, because he doesn't feel the pain, he's letting the cigar burn the hand.
Yeah.
And then the guy just sees it and starts freaking out. And he's like, okay. So he casually steals all of their drug their drug deal money, their criminal deal money, walks out, gets caught, and then they just start busting shots in the middle of Chinatown. And it's only the thing that makes that scene so ridiculous is when you realize there's only 3 men shooting guns.
Yeah.
And they just send the entire neighborhood into a fucking chaos. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was a really fun movie, and it actually kind of kept the action in good places, but also I think it did really good with the creativity of him actually mimicking people with the costumes and all that stuff, and him actually trying to get the voices down as well, because he actually will repeat their voice and try to get it to the liking of what they sound like and everything like that. I liked the little details of that a lot. Also, when they infiltrated the hideout and he killed one of the dudes and the other dude was looking and he just popped up with his whole fucking body getup was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
This was one of the better movies I actually really enjoyed. I think it's in my top 5 right now.
I'm trying to think what's number 2, number 3. I'm trying to think.
But for all, I actually will recommend. If you've never seen Darkman, I give it a shot. It was a great movie. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of creative stuff. Like I actually thought, especially for 1990, for all the stuff they did in 1990, with just the technology they had, the limitations they had, it looked really good. Like I think it held its style, like aged well. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm. But one of the things I also give Sam Raimi praise for, because you just see it in his older movies, is he knew how to use practical effects.
Yep.
He's like the first Evil Dead, literally whatever budget he had, he made use of the practical effects he had.
Yeah.
The second one, same thing. But this movie being before like the end of all that, tucked in between in 1990, you also see it's a ton of practical effects, specifically Darkman. That's Liam Neeson. It doesn't look like him anymore, but it does, because you got the piece of his face that's left, and you got the like it manages to do that. Like as we know it, his face has not been peeled off and burnt down in the real world, but they managed to make a version of it that is like, this is what it would look like. And damn, it's rough. Like he's hard to look at. Darkman is hard to look at when he's not bandaged up. It's like, damn, that's nasty.
But it was good. It was good. So your top. So I'll go with your top. You have RoboCop, Batman, Toxic 1, Superman 2, Superman 1, and Flash Gordon. Those are your top 6.
Well, I'm gonna give this movie a 4.5.
Okay, so it's gonna go over Superman.
I did not mention my favorite scene, which is the pink elephant scene.
That was funny.
Take the fucking elephant. If you have not seen that, taking it out of context makes it even better. Taking it out of context makes it even better. But in context is just as funny. It's just even watching the movie up until that scene, there's no way you cannot laugh.
And how fast he threw the ball too.
Even though he terribly mangles up a man's hand, everything in that scene is designed to make you laugh, because it's just like the way the guy goes, nope. I was behind the line.
It was good. I actually thought that was a funny ass part.
Take the fucking elephant.
Darkman right now is on my number 4. Is RoboCop, Batman, Superman, and then Darkman. I put over Flash Gordon. So
I'm gonna put this over Superman. Hell yeah. This is like my genre. I guess above all else is when you can mix something that's horrible and tragic like that with the humor and then like the hero story to it. Because it's not serious, really. It's not you know what I mean? Like, it's terrible what happens to Darkman, but it's not serious.
No, it's not.
He gets blowed up, flies out of a building, and like looks like ground up hamburger meat for the rest of the movie. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
But somehow they managed to make this into a compelling superhero movie. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
okay.
So right now, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 as well. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun movie, and it aged well. I actually thought the technology and how they did everything was actually really quite impressive for especially a movie in 1990. So I really enjoyed it. I liked the characters. I liked the villain. I thought Durant was a mean fucking villain. Yeah. So right now, my top 10 is RoboCop, Batman, Superman 2, Darkman, Flash Gordon, Toxic Avenger, Superman the Movie, Punisher, Weird Science, and Toxic Avenger 2. Weird Science is slowly leaving my list. I'm happy about that. And then yours is RoboCop, Batman, Toxic Avenger, Superman 2, Darkman, Superman the Movie, Flash Gordon, Toxic Avenger 2, Punisher, Toxic Avenger 3. Weird Science left your top 10.
Goodbye.
Next movie is Dick Tracy.
This is considered superhero?
Comic book.
Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Because it's a strip. Okay.
Yeah, it was a comic book strip movie, so it's in the category of comic book and not superhero.
Okay.
So we're doing 2 decades of superhero and comic book movies. So not everything has to be a superhero movie. As in Condor Man was nothing of a superhero. He was just a really weird looking guy.
Just a turkey sandwich, just dry.
No mayo, no nothing.
Stale bread, just
stale
dry.
whole wheat bread.
Yeah. Oh, the worst. Why you gotta be? Yep.
Yeah, that was it.
Yep.
That was it. So Dick Tracy's next week. We have Hardware after that. RoboCop 2 following that, Turtles, Guyver, Rocketeer, and Batman Returns. Those are the next 6 movies that we're redoing on this list. Turtles is going to do some damage.
It'll just slot itself nicely on your list. Mine it'll be a little bit more of a fight between RoboCop.
Yeah, I have Turtles is going to be number 1 on mine. But I know that for a fact. But other than that, like everything else besides 1 is going to be a big fight within the times that we'll be watching. I already see like a lot of movies that are not going to make my top 10.
I don't know. I don't remember exactly how I feel about Dick Tracy. It's been a while since I've seen that.
It's been a long time too. I have not seen. I think the last time I seen it, I think it was maybe a good 14 years ago.
I probably saw it less than that because of the Nostalgia Critic, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
He did a thing, I think, with that. Either him or Angry Video Game Nerd did a Dick Tracy thing, so I saw some of the movie. Oh yeah, I had that. Oh, yeah. It was terrible. You know, the only way I beat that game, Game Genie.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the list of all the movies, and I already see, I could see how my top 10 is gonna lay out, but I already know movies that are not gonna make my top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like RoboCop 3 is not making my top 10.
I don't think it's making anybody's top 10, and maybe top 10 worst.
Oh, we got the other Darkmans on here too.
Are they both made before 2000?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know they both. Okay.
Yeah. We have, I guess it would be 94, 95 is Darkman 2.
Okay.
And then later on. Yeah, so this list is getting interesting. It's going to get interesting. So yeah, next week, Dick Tracy. I hope it's streaming somewhere. I don't want to fucking pay for that shit.
True that.
See, Dick Tracy. All right, so I guess we'll wrap this up.
Wait, can you find a service that's gonna be on?
Let's see. Streaming.
Do they have anything for
Come
Dick
on,
Tracy?
Disney. Come on, Disney. Have it. Watch.
Who's that? Who is that under?
No, it's not Disney.
Like, who owns the rights to Dick Tracy? That I don't know because they aren't prevalent anymore. But you know what? Look at the time we live in. It didn't take too much longer than that movie to get the watches that they had in that movie.
Yeah. So what
there
I'll,
you go.
You know what? I'm gonna check on my TV because it will go directly to the people that have it. That was also a 1990 movie.
Oh, okay.
It's only on rent. They only have it for rent, so I'll rent it on YouTube.
I got you.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Anyway.
All right.
They wrap this up.
Well, it says on IMDb it's on Prime too, but
Yeah,
it's only
rental.
rent. It's only rent, no stream.
Yeah, so I'll probably just rent it on YouTube.
Okay. All right.
I remember it being on Netflix not so long ago. So I feel like sometimes when we do these movies, I see them on Netflix all these times, and then all of a sudden they like disappear.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Yes, they do.
Check out Jupiter Legacy. It's pretty interesting.
And what's that for?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's like a surreal thing on Netflix.
What's the genre? The type of whatever it is?
If you watch The Boys, it's very similar to that. It's like a Justice League of a different mindset kind of thing.
And that's real people, or is that?
It's live
animated?
action.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely check it out. All right. Wrap this
That's
up.
it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better Ride Square podcast. Make sure you catch us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is YouTube, SoundCloud, and Spotify.
Yep.
We also have a WordPress. Check it out.
Yep.
Where you at, Merc?
Follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, Twitch TV, Instagram, and SoundCloud, all Mark with the Mic. Follow all our other Red Cyclone Inc. on Spotify. It's the easiest way to get all our podcasts. We also have our monthly podcast, which is Not a Trekkie, the Gamer Rage podcast, which is a new episode out this week, Shell Shock, and the Morphin Cast. Also, our weekly cast of Gets Better, I Swear, and the Wrestling Babble. Also, check out our Facebook pages of the Red Cyclone Inc. and the Wrestling Babble. Join the conversation. We have a lot of them.
Yes, make sure. And also, make sure you don't forget to follow the Jinkies.
Yes, he's in South Carolina right now, so follow him. He's making
Get that
food.
GPS out.
He's barbecuing outside.
And also, don't forget, Mario says,
kids, don't be afraid to say no. Anyone that asks you to use drugs is not your friend. Drugs can and will kill. Remember, don't be afraid to turn to your priest, your rabbi, your minister, your moms, your dads, your teachers, because drugs can kill. And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Please.